didn't catch the beginning of it, but I just had a big rock fall up there. Scary stuff. Yeah, that's just as soon as I put my pack on and started walking to the trail. Getting ready to do the opening this morning, and boom. But anyways, good morning. Not really the way I wanted to start the morning, but that was kind of cool. So, morning of day 4, Uinta Highline Trail. Slept really good last night. Woke up last night about 2:30 to check the sky, see if I can do some astrophotography. It was still all cloudy, so that really sucked. But yeah, I never really got back to sleep after that. I kind of dozed a little bit, but nausea hadn't gone away. Came back this morning, really hit me hard again. So again, I've just been forcing the water and the food. That's what you got to do. But anyways, enough about my whining. We're going to tackle this monster this morning, Red Nom Pass, and head over into the next drainage. Hopefully end up at Oweep Creek and decide from there whether I can push on for another pass and gain some ground. As long as I'm feeling good, I can probably do it, and weather dependent too. Every day it's been cloudy and sprinkling and thunderstorming or something around, midday to 3 or 4 o'clock. That's the way the pattern is up here. Right now, I got an easy start because there's no sun out. With the clouds, that's the benefit, I guess. All right, we'll see you up the trail. About 200 yards into it, I had to stop and take a break, man. But anyway, another example of the cairns that you see out here, you gotta look for. Sometimes they're big like that, sometimes they're huge. Other times it could just be 2 or 3 little rocks on another rock. But yeah, I don't know, man, I'm hurting. I'm just hoping this is the right decision. I do have a bailout plan. Trail goes this way out to a trailhead, but I don't want to do that. Well, there they are. Marmots. There's like a whole family of them. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of them. I heard them chirping. I didn't know where they were. Okay. Came up here to the first saddle. Man, that's killer. Anyway, I camped in little copse of trees right down in that way. Trail switched backed up. Got on this little saddle right here. And now, got a little bit more work to do to get up onto that saddle there. So, I'm probably more than halfway done. But I am beat. I am worn out. It is worth the work, though. You can't beat the scenery. Check out the basin over here on the other side of the saddle. All right, I've already passed 2 people coming down. I see another 1 or 2 coming down now, so that's as many people as I saw yesterday. And that's just here in the first hour. Oh man. All right, moving on. We're gonna be trying to finish this out here. So let's take a walk. have to put this away. Getting a little sketchy here. All right, made it to the top. Woohoo! Came from Dead Horse Pass. Lake Fork Basin is where we're going. And there is another path here that goes out to that bailout point I told you about, East Fork, Blacks Fork Trailhead. Which we could have gone down the drainage that way to get to it, but there's another path going that way. But man, look at this view. Another view. They just never stop out here. There's Dead Horse Pass, Dead Horse Lake off in the distance. And here is the way I came up. You can see the trail switched back and down, and I was camping on a little group of trees down there. Oh man, this is tough one. I don't know why it was so hard for me this morning. Probably because of all this altitude crap going on. Historically, I do better if I keep moving. It's when I stop, I lose my breath, like on the John Muir and when I was out here, Uinta last time. But today, not so. I had to stop every 20, 30 yards just to catch my breath. But I'm going to get moving. See if we can get to Oweep Creek. See if we can get to Oweep Creek and camp there for the night. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, about maybe a third of the way down. See another hiker coming up down there. So my guess is, I think we're staying down the valley. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta look at the Garmin a bit. Yeah, I tried to force a little bit more of the trail mix, and that finally did me in. Gagged really bad. Puked a little bit. So I think I'm gonna hold off until I get down into the wood line. It's probably just the altitude. All right, I'm low enough to where I can start to make out the trail. Right down there. Head straight out towards those lakes. Right in the middle of this gorgeous plain, meadow, basin, whatever you want to call it. My gosh, it's just, it goes on forever. And we're headed straight towards that cairn down there. The sun's been trying to break through these clouds. I'm hoping it holds off until I get into the wood line. That's going to get hot. That sunburn didn't do me any good yesterday, so I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. Oh wow. Still got about another 3/4 of a mile to the wood line. All right, this is probably the last view we'll get of Red Knob. And I think this mountain over here is Mount Lavinia. I'm going off memory here, so don't hold me to that. I'll mark it in the video what it is. All right, well, we're starting to get in the trees now. Gorgeous view. So I've been smelling cattle or something. I don't know what it is. It smells like a farm, like horses or cows, or could be elk. I don't know. Then again, could be some ranchers that are out here. They've been camping somewhere. A lot of times they are. They're running the sheep herds and stuff. I don't know. I've been seeing poop everywhere. I don't know what that stuff is. Might be sheep poop. Might be elk. I don't know my poops. All right, moving on. So as you can see, the cairns I've been talking about here, a couple more up there. The trail is not very heavily defined in some areas, so the cairns are put there just so you can follow the trail. And these trails, they weren't made for hikers. It's basically, from what I know, it's for all the herders and cattle ranchers out here, so they can follow the trail in and out of the valleys. But they work until it snows. Then you don't know where the trail is. But yeah, there's one more right there. Yeah, so I don't know what makes these things, these little dirt mounds. I'll have to look it up when I get back. But they're just everywhere. These are all out in the fields here. It's got to be little ground squirrels or something. I don't think they're marmots. They don't have marmots down here. I guess they could, but you typically find them at the higher elevations. Yeah, weird. When I find out, I'll put it here in the video. I do like this forest meadow walking, especially on the downhill. But what goes down must come up. And yeah, I do have a climb at the intersection with the Highline Trail and the Trailhead Trail. Check out this neat little waterfall I just came across. Okay, made it to the next junction. We're turning left here to head towards Lambert Meadow and Squaw Pass. Squaw Pass is not the one we're doing. We're going to bypass that, go straight down and keep going on the Highline Trail. The next one is Porcupine Pass. But I'm not going to quite make it there today. I'm going to stop shy of it. Because once you get up past Porcupine Pass, you've got to do Tungsten Pass as well. I don't think I'm going to make that kind of a leg today. So yeah, it's a little bit of a climb up to the ridge up here, and we should be up in the meadow area. And I'm going to find a place to camp near Oweep Creek. See you up the trail. Alright, so heading up towards Lambert Meadow. Really cool little forest here, but man, a lot of blowdowns. Have a lot of trail maintenance. It's crazy. Must have had a storm and knocked these down, or even I don't know, avalanche or something. Doesn't look like an avalanche though. Probably a windstorm. Oh man. All right, keeping going. All right, not a little climb, it's a big climb. But got a cool boulder field we just walked through. At least I got a view coming up here. Alright, I just dropped off here at Lambert Meadow and decided to stop for lunch. I found a little area here with a couple camp rings, so obviously people stick around here at, do some camping at night, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna water up, get some electrolytes in me, do lunch. What's for lunch? Spam singles and some Ritz crackers. And that's got some Gatorade. I hope that's gonna help. Because man, I was sucking wind coming up this hill. I'm just so dead. Yep. Alright guys, I'm gonna eat my food here. I'll check back with you later. Alright, that's where we came from. There's a pretty view down the, I think they call it the Lake Fork Creek or something like that. Big mountain. Another big mountain. And this is the way we're heading down the trail. I hope we're going down. Alright, so I think this is pretty much the high point of the section of trail I'm on. Looks like the ups and downs, and then we start heading down into the drainage there. But oh, what a sight. That's where I came from. And we're headed this way. The trail's easy to follow, but hard to hike. All this shrubs and stuff and rocks. So we've been riding this plateau from all the way around that mountain there, and it doesn't look like I'm done. But hopefully on the other side of that one it's a drop. I think it is, because Squaw Pass I think is that way, and I believe my pass is up there, Porcupine Pass. So I'll be camping somewhere up in that pasture area up there. All right, finally out on the downward slide. Thank goodness. Holy crap. Oh man, yeah. We're headed down into a huge basin here. Very green and lush, which means lots of water. So that's really cool. The downside is it's probably used for grazing. And if that's the case, then you gotta be really careful filtering your water, because God knows what's in that stuff out there from all the animal waste, you know, E. coli, Giardia, and who knows what. So yeah, even if you think the water's safe, filter your water or purify it. Yeah, big wide open here. I don't want to take too long, but I just want to show you, because it looks like there might be some rain moving in up that way. So yeah, we got to go down into this drainage here, and I'm going to try and hit the other side up on the other ridge and find some water and camp. All right, coming down into the Oweep Creek drainage. We got about a mile to go. If I can find a spot to camp before then, I think I will. But I need water nearby. So I just came down that direction through all this mess. But there is promise. We got water here, and just over this rise is down into the creek. So I'm gonna check it out. I might stop here. All right, home sweet home for the night. Less than half a mile from Oweep Creek. I went ahead and stopped here because I could hear the sheep and the horses just a little ways away, not too far. And I have the overwhelming smell of sheep manure. So I didn't want to get down into that mess, so I stopped a little short. So a long day today, 11.4 miles. I'm currently sitting at 11,060 or 90 feet, something like that. So that's a little bit higher than I camped last night. Hopefully the altitude thing doesn't set in again. I've actually felt pretty good last few hours. Once I kicked it into high gear, I think my body handled that exercise better. But yeah, I'm gonna get changed into my sleeping clothes here. I got this tent set up just in time. It's been threatening rain for the last few hours, spitting and stopping, spitting and stopping. And as soon as I got the tent set up, it picked up a little bit. Now it's stopping again. So I don't know if it's gonna actually do anything or not. But yeah, I'll check in with you later on at dinner time. Well, storm's here. Had some lightning right over me. Pretty cool though. The thunder when you're in these basins just rolls forever, just bouncing back and forth between all the mountains. Oh yeah, fun times. Might be a long night. I gotta check the weather forecast and see what we got going on. And when it rains up here and storms, the temperature drops drastically. I had to put my dry clothes on and crawl in the sleeping bag. It got so cold. Pretty breezy right now. Rain's coming down hard. Yeah. But my tent will keep you dry. Knock on wood. Hopefully you don't get like severe winds or something like that. Sometimes. It looks like this is going to go on for a while. I'm going to take a nap. I took a little nap. It was 2 hours later, still raining. I gotta use the bathroom. Wish this thing would get done quick. I need to eat too. the wind has changed direction. It's coming in from the side of my tent, and that's a little bit of a problem because it catches the side of my tent like a sail and blows it in. So I'm going to have to turn the tent tonight too. Alright, well, someone was looking out for me. Been over 2.5 hours, and I just didn't have a break in the rain. I was really having to pee really bad. And I finally decided I'm just going to go and get my rain gear on and go out and do it. So, did all that, went through all the trouble. Got my shoes on. I was literally unzipping my tent fly, and it stopped. Went out, did my business. I was walking back to the tent, and here it started again. So, yay for that. Yeah, my tent's a mess right now. I moved everything out of the way because I figured I was going to be getting back in the tent wet. But didn't really happen that way. So I'm going to drink some more water here. I've got about a liter left. I'll probably drink about half of that and save the rest for dinner. I'm literally, I don't know, 100 feet from the water source. I know that's a little close, but this is an established campsite. It's got a fire ring and everything. So that is where we're at. Yeah, I'll see y'all dinner time. This my day wasn't already kind of soggy. I had my appetite back. Putting down quite a bit of stuff here. I've eaten some trail mix finally and not gagging. I ate a granola bar, Nature Valley granola bar. After I was done, felt something weird in my tooth. Thought something was stuck to it. I started messing with it. Nope, nothing stuck. I'm missing the bottom part of my tooth. One of my front teeth. Yep. Not a good thing out here. So that's going to be an interesting part of the trip. I've still got 2 more nights. Actually, maybe 1 more night. I could get out the day after tomorrow if I wanted to push it. But I'm going to see how far I get tomorrow over. This next pass is Porcupine Pass, and it plateaus over to the next pass, which is Tungsten Pass. There's no real like up and down between the two. It's like one big higher plateau, but they call it a pass. Then I'm going to go down into the Yellowstone drainage and finish my hike to the point where we left trail in 2020. I'm really stoked about that, but then I still got to get north to China Meadows. That's probably too far to do in a day from Yellowstone, so I might push it to go over one more pass and get down into the Red Castle Lakes area if I can. I gotta calculate the mileage later on tonight, but I think it's doable as long as I can get an early start tomorrow. If it rains like this in the morning, like they're predicting, that might slow things down. But my goal is to get at least to Yellowstone and then north from there. I am going to skip Kings Peak at this point. I really thought hard about it, and I was virtually at the summit of Kings Peak. I was just a little bit off, but it wasn't my choice to back off. The thunder and the lightning were really just a risk that wasn't one to be taken. So I'm going to say I did Kings Peak, and I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. I just don't have the time or the energy with everything else going on to try and bag a peak like that. Maybe another time. So yeah. Wow. Luckily, there's nothing exposed as far as the route and all that, so I think I'll be okay. I just got to take it easy and watch what I eat. No more granola bars for me. So since it's raining and the Garmin here says it's supposed to rain till 11 p.m. at least, maybe again in the morning, I'm probably not going to be cooking anything, so that's why I went ahead and ate what I did. I ate some trail mix, a granola bar, which busted my tooth, and I ate a Jack Link's beef steak. So I kind of covered my bases there. I got some nuts and some sugar and some meat. I'm good for that. And luckily, I'm not nauseous. Since I lay down and had my nap, nothing left of it. I'll chalk that up to a plus. I would really like nothing more than to sleep from now until tomorrow morning, but I usually can't sleep that long. So if I sleep now, I'm not going to sleep tonight. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, it's just stopped raining again, but it's probably a tease, just like earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I got to find something to do. Okay, guys. Hey, I got to tell you what happened. I was outside, and I was going to get my bear can, and look up some more for some dinner stuff. And this backpacker came up to me, and it was really weird. The whole encounter was just really weird. So I was out there with bear can, and he walks up behind me, scared the heck out of me. And he wanted to know if I could help him. And I said, yeah, sure. He said he was looking for this trail. So I looked at his map that he was carrying. Nothing I've ever seen before. He said he was looking for the ME trail, the Middle Earth Trail. I was like, I don't know anything about that. So, really weird guy too. He was an older gentleman. Said his name was Bob. And I don't know how he even got out here. He didn't have much of a backpack, but didn't look like he belonged out here at all. So I kind of pointed him off to the trailhead to the south here. But yeah, just really weird. And he actually told me he knows packs a lot. He ran into him somewhere down the trail. So I'm gonna have to get up with Steve on that when I get back. Yeah, he check out. He even gave me a sticker. Said he's on YouTube. I don't know. I gotta check him out when I get home. Yeah. Backpacker Bob. Yeah, I don't know. I hope he's gonna be okay. He went on his merry way. I got back in my tent and he wanted to get out of the rain. But yeah, Backpacker Bob. I'll look him up when I get home. Alright, without doing water duty here, and we got a brief reprieve of the rain, so I thought I'd show you around. So this is the water source that I'm camping by. I'm right over here. It's right off the trail. Anyway, trail heads that direction and then heads up to the pass that way. All those horses and sheep and stuff I heard are down in this little valley here. So there's a squaw pass. I don't know if it's that one or if it's this one over here. I think it's this one over here, the squaw pass. And Porcupine Pass is up there behind the trees. That's the one I'm going over tomorrow. Like I said before, you know, all these sheep up here, gotta be careful of filtering. And make sure you wash your hands off before you touch anything after filling up, because you know that one drop of water with the bad stuff in it will make your day. So I remember coming around that spur of that mountain right there. That's that high plateau I was on most of the day. A lot of sun exposure up there. Alright, well, I'm going to go finish filtering my water, and it's starting to rain again, so story of my life today. Pretty canyon though. Well, maybe the forecast got it wrong again. A little peak of sun coming out. Maybe some blue skies over there in the Yellowstone drainage. The clouds are moving this way, coming towards us. So we'll have to wait and see what that does. That's a step in the right direction, so maybe that heavy rain tonight won't transpire, but they're still getting it up that way. And it's sprinkling on me again. Yeah, I was just communicating with my wife via the inReach, and she was giving me a little bit better forecast. So she says it's supposed to be heavy rain later, especially to our west. She didn't say anything about the morning though, but the Garmin shows rain like mid-morning. Might be a wet one, guys. Might be a wet one. As long as it's not thundering, I can deal with it, because the pass we're going over is actually not the one I was looking at. I was showing you over here, that low pass saddle there. It's actually the one over this direction, which is pretty damn steep. Not something I want to do first thing in the morning. But it is what it is. It's my last big pass. So the pass going down into the Red Castle Lakes area, I don't remember what the name of it is, but I don't think it's that big of a climb. So once I get down in there, I'll just go as far as I can, camp, and I'll be out the next morning. But it is starting to sprinkle again, so let me go crawl back into my humble abode here. All in all, a good day. I think I felt bad most of the day, but this evening after taking that nap, man, that just did wonders for me. I'm not nauseous anymore. Other than my tooth, I'm feeling pretty good. Only saw 4 people the entire day, and that was before Red Knob Pass. I only saw one couple right before I got to this camp spot. So the entire like 10 miles today, there was nobody. It's crazy out here. This is true wilderness, people. But I love it. Love being out here. So I will see y'all in the morning. Thanks for watching. That's going to be the end of this video, so just make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe if you want to get notices of future content that's released. And I appreciate every subscriber, each and every one of you. All right, everybody, have a good night. All right, well, we're going up there somewhere. I keep needing to look back because these clouds are coming in, the ceiling's lowering.